If you give up, don't call yourself a man. Sit down, be quiet, and listen carefully. Because what I'm about to say is not soft. It's not comforting. It's not for weak hearts. If you give up, don't call yourself a man. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how big your muscles are. I don't care how loud you talk. If pressure makes you quit, you're still a boy. A man is not tested when things are easy. A man is tested when his bank account is empty, his friends disappear, his family doubts him, his body is exhausted, his mind is screaming to stop. That's where identity is forged. Steel is created in fire, and if you run from the fire, you were never steel. The lie you keep telling yourself. You say you're tired. No, you're undisciplined. You say life is unfair. It is, and it will stay unfair. You say you need motivation. No, you need standards. Because motivated people start. Disciplined men finish. There's a difference between wanting success and being willing to bleed for it. You want the reward, but you avoid the pain. You want respect, but you avoid responsibility. You want power, but you avoid pressure. That's not how life works. Pain is the entrance fee. You don't get confidence first, you earn it. You don't get strength first, you build it. And the currency required? Pain. Pain in the gym, pain in rejection, pain in failure, pain in isolation, pain in waking up when you don't want to. You think strong men enjoy suffering? No, they just refuse to let suffering win. There's a difference. Nobody is coming. Let me destroy your fantasy. No one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your government, not luck. You are the rescue plan. You are the backup. You are the last option. And if you quit on yourself, game over. That's why giving up is not just weakness, it's betrayal. You betray your younger self who had dreams. You betray your future self who is waiting for you to grow. You betray your bloodline. The comfort trap. Comfort is the most dangerous addiction in modern life. Soft bed, endless scrolling, excuses, blame, Netflix, complaining. Comfort feels safe, but it kills potential. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you shrink, slowly, silently, until one day you wake up and realize you're average, and average is crowded. Average men complain about the economy, the system, the rich, their boss, their country. Elite men adapt. Elite men build. Elite men endure. Weak men want easy. Weak men say, it's too hard.
If you think your biggest enemy is outside of you, you've already lost. Your real enemy isn't the economy. It isn't your boss. It isn't your competition. It's the voice in your head that says, later, tomorrow, one more time won't hurt. It's fine. Relax. That voice is dangerous because it doesn't scream, it whispers. And whispering destroys more dreams than shouting ever will. The war nobody sees. Every man fights a war, not with fists, not with weapons, but with choices. Every morning you wake up, there is a battle. Stay in bed or get up. Scroll or work. Complain or improve. Quit or push. Small choices, but repeated daily. And those small choices build your identity. You don't become weak in one day. You become weak by choosing comfort 1,000 times. You don't become strong in one day. You become strong by choosing discipline 1,000 times. That's the war, and most men lose it before breakfast. You are addicted to easy. Let's talk honestly. You don't lack opportunity. You lack resistance to comfort. Everything today is easy. Food delivered, entertainment unlimited, attention instant, pleasure one click away. And when everything is easy, you become soft. A soft life creates soft men, and soft men complain when reality hits hard. You want a hard body? Lift heavy. You want a strong mind? Do hard things. You want success? Choose discomfort daily. There is no shortcut. There is no hack. There is no secret formula. It's repetition of difficulty. Fear is your teacher. You say you're afraid. Good. Fear is information. Fear shows you exactly where you need to grow. Afraid of public speaking? Speak more. Afraid of rejection? Approach more. Afraid of failure? Start more. Confidence is not born in safety. It is built in exposure. Every time you run from fear, you shrink. Every time you face fear, you expand. Expansion is painful, but contraction is deadly. Stop seeking validation. Weak men crave applause. Strong men crave improvement. If you need people to clap for you, you will be controlled by their opinions. If people criticize you, you collapse. If people praise you, you relax. That's emotional slavery. A real man works in silence. He trains when nobody watches. He builds when nobody believes. And one day, they notice. But by then, he doesn't care. The excuse pattern. Listen carefully. Excuses feel intelligent. You tell yourself, I don't have time. I'm not ready. The timing isn't right. I need more money first. I'll start after I feel better. Excuses sound logical, but they are fear dressed as reason. You don't need perfect timing. You need imperfect action. The world doesn't reward intention. It rewards execution. The masculine edge. Masculinity is not about shouting. It's not about dominance over others. It's about dominance over yourself. Can you control your anger? Can you control your laziness? Can you control your urges? Can you stay calm under pressure? If not, you don't need more motivation. You need more discipline. A man who cannot control himself cannot lead anything. Not a business, not a family, not even his own future. Pain is a privilege. You complain about struggle, but struggle is proof you're alive. Pain means growth is happening. The gym hurts because muscles tear and rebuild. Business hurts because skills are developing. Rejection hurts because ego is dying, and ego must die for greatness to live. Comfort doesn't build legacy. Discomfort does. If today hurts, good. It means you're moving. Identity shift. Here's where most men fail. They try to change habits without changing identity. They say, I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to be disciplined. I'm trying to wake up early. No, you don't try. You decide. You become the type of man that trains. You become the type of man that wakes up early. You become the type of man that finishes what he starts. Identity drives action. If you still see yourself as average, you will behave average. Raise your internal standard. The loneliness phase. Let me warn you, when you start improving, you will feel alone. Your old friends won't understand. They'll say, you've changed, you're too serious, relax. Why are you working so hard? Because growth separates. When you level up, you outgrow environments. That loneliness, it's temporary. It's the space between who you were and who you're becoming. Stay there. Don't run back to comfort. Pressure creates power. Coal under pressure becomes diamond. Men under pressure become leaders. You want to be powerful? Increase your capacity to handle stress.
Handle criticism without breaking. Handle loss without quitting. Handle chaos without panicking. Emotional control is power. The calmest man in the room is usually the most dangerous. You are being watched. Whether you realize it or not, someone is watching you. Your younger brother, your future son, your friends, your community, even strangers online. What example are you setting? Are you the man who quits when it's hard, or the man who pushes when it hurts? Legacy is not built in one big moment. It's built in daily discipline. The reality check. Look at your life right now. Be honest. Are you proud? If not, good. Because dissatisfaction is fuel. Use it. Don't numb it. Don't escape it. Channel it. You don't need perfect conditions. You need ruthless standards. The standard. From today, you finish what you start. You train even when tired. You work even when bored. You show up even when unmotivated. You stop negotiating with weakness, because every time you negotiate with weakness, weakness wins. The line in the sand. Draw a line today. On one side, excuses, comfort, regret, average life. On the other side, discipline, pain, growth, respect. Step across and burn the bridge behind you. No more retreat, no more maybe, no more half effort. If you give up, don't call yourself a man, because a man falls, but he does not quit. This is still building momentum. Money and power. Mental toughness under extreme stress. Breaking addiction to comfort. Becoming unstoppable. Building legacy.
Building the unbreakable man. You've heard the truth. You've felt the pressure. Now we go deeper. Because motivation without structure is just emotion. And emotion fades. If you want to become unbreakable, you need foundations. The brutal truth about money. Let's talk about money. Stop pretending it doesn't matter. Money is not everything, but lack of money affects everything. When you're broke, stress increases. Options decrease. Confidence drops. Respect fades. Money is not evil. Weakness is. Money is a magnifier. If you are disciplined, money expands you. If you are lazy, money exposes you. But here's the real issue. Most men want money without becoming valuable. Value creates income. Skill creates leverage. Discipline creates consistency. You don't get paid for wanting. You get paid for solving problems. So ask yourself, what problem can I solve better than 90% of people? If you don't know, that's your first mission. Skill is power. A man with skills is dangerous. A man without skills is dependent. Learn something difficult. Master something rare. Become undeniable. Because when you become highly skilled, you become untouchable. Your confidence won't come from hype. It will come from competence. And competence is built in silence. While others scroll, you study. While others relax, you practice. While others party, you build. That's the difference. The addiction to distraction. Be honest. How many hours do you waste? Scrolling, watching, talking, complaining. You say you don't have time, but you give your time to nonsense. Time is your most valuable currency. Once spent, it never returns. If you waste 3 hours per day, that's over 1,000 hours a year. Imagine putting 1,000 focused hours into a skill, a business, your body, your mind. You wouldn't recognize yourself. But comfort steals that opportunity quietly.
Mental toughness is built, not born. You think strong men were born fearless? No. They trained their mind like a muscle. Mental toughness is repetition under pressure. Do hard workouts. Take cold showers. Fast sometimes. Wake up early. Train discipline intentionally. Why? Because controlled hardship prepares you for uncontrolled chaos. Life will hit you. Unexpected bills. Unexpected loss. Unexpected betrayal. If you've never trained discomfort, you collapse. If you train discomfort, you adapt. The control factor. Power is control. Control over your emotions, your reactions, your habits, your schedule. Weak men react. Strong men respond. When insulted, weak men explode. Strong men observe. When stressed, weak men panic. Strong men strategize. Your reaction determines your rank. The trap of comparison. Social media destroyed many men. You compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20. You see their cars, their body, their lifestyle, their success. But you don't see their failures, their sacrifices, their isolation, their years of grinding. Comparison kills momentum. Focus on one opponent, yesterday's version of you. Beat him daily. That's it. Extreme ownership. This will hurt. Everything in your life is your responsibility. Not your fault, but your responsibility. Bad childhood? Still your responsibility to heal. Bad economy? Still your responsibility to adapt. Bad relationships? Still your responsibility to grow. Blame gives comfort. Ownership gives power. The moment you stop blaming, you start winning. The discipline formula. Here's the formula. Wake up early. Move your body. Feed your mind. Work with focus. Limit distraction. Sleep with purpose. Repeat daily. It sounds simple. It is simple. But it's not easy. Because consistency is rare. And rarity creates value. Control your body, control your mind. Your body and mind are connected. When your body is weak, your confidence drops. When your body is strong, your posture changes. Your walk changes. Your voice changes. Your presence changes. Train. Lift. Run. Push yourself. Not for vanity, for identity. Because when you conquer physical resistance, mental resistance weakens. The 5-year question. Ask yourself something powerful. If I continue living exactly like this for 5 years, where will I be? Average? Broke? Unfulfilled? Now ask, if I become disciplined starting today for 5 years, where will I be? Strong? Wealthy? Respected? Confident? 5 years will pass anyway. The only question is, who will you become by then? Become relentless. Relentless is different from motivated. Motivation says, I feel ready. Relentless says, I don't care how I feel. Relentless men show up sick, work tired, train in rain, execute under stress. They don't negotiate with weakness. They dominate it. The legacy mindset. Most men think short-term, weekend pleasure, monthly bills, temporary comfort. Elite men think legacy. What will my name represent? What example will I leave? Will my future children say, he was strong, he was disciplined, he built something? Or,
He had potential. He talked big. He quit. You are writing your legacy daily. The final warning. Listen carefully. Nobody remembers the man who almost tried. Nobody respects the man who almost built something. Nobody follows the man who almost became great. Almost is invisible. Finish. Complete. Execute. If you give up, don't call yourself a man. Call yourself unfinished. But if you endure, if you persist, if you push when your mind begs you to stop, you become rare. And rare men rule rooms without speaking.